G'day guys, ZiggyD here. Path of Exile's Incursion is shaping up to be a real winner of a league. The incursions and temples seem so far to be both challenging and fun, but the real driving force, as always, is the allure of epic loots. But how worth it is the temple proving to be? Is the loot actually any good? Let's take a look at some examples of what's been found by the community and myself in just the first 2 days. First up is the leveling gear. I found the mixture of currency from vaults, quality gems, and random rares alone made the temple feel worthwhile to do while leveling my first incursion character. However, there is some real power items which really stand out for leveling. String of Certitude is a unique belt that drops from the Omnitect boss and can roll a whole bunch of different implicit modifiers. The High All Resist roll is like having a gold rim on your pants, I guess, and will cap your resists until endgame. There's also an attack speed roll that could make your leveling incredibly fast if you're using Leap Slam or Shield Charge. These items seem to be super common, and there's plenty of them on PoE trade, so they can be purchased for like 1 chaos or so if you want to pick one up for leveling. The blue items on screen here are examples of the unique incursion modifiers that have no level requirement. There are endgame power level mods here, and they can drop even on level 1 base items potentially. The Fen Coil in the bottom left has a huge amount of damage and cast speed for leveling and can be used right from level 1. And how about 110 flat and 10% life on a level 9 body armor? Not too bad. The best leveling item by far though is the unique Amulet Sacrificial Heart. I talked about this briefly in my last video. This thing has 3 flat damage rolls that apply to anything you hit with. I'm talking attacks, spells, and even Herald procs. And then it has a bunch of bonuses including move speed that trigger when you use a Val skill. This thing can easily double or even triple your DPS at level 32 when you can equip it. And because they are relatively common, they seem to be sitting around the 2 to 3 chaos mark on PoE trade. So even if you don't get one as a drop yourself, you should strongly consider buying one off of someone else when you get to level 32. So what about endgame? Well, those hybrid life rolls can make for a pretty strong base for crafting some really strong endgame rares. These are day 2 items. Imagine what people might be able to find or craft a few weeks into the league. The hybrid life mod seems to be tied to the regen themed challenge room that starts with the pools of restoration. The Omnitect can drop rares that already have one of these powerful life mods, or a tier 3 Sanctum of Immortality can drop a magic item with one of these modifiers from a chest in the room itself, ready for crafting. On the damage side of things, there's mods the boss can drop tied to various other challenge rooms in the temple that offer damage scaling for many different setups including traps, spells, minions, chaos builds, and specific elements. Dusk Bite on the right is my trap damage wand I'm using on my trapper currently, which rolled with 92% trap damage scaling. These can get pretty awesome if also rolled with other good related affixes. And something weird seems to be going on with the increased physical damage Tasadi's mod as well. Pictured on the left is a wand with 3 increased physical damage rolls, which shouldn't be possible. Obviously it's a bad base, but if it's possible to roll Tasadi mod with the Tyrannical mod and a flat physical damage on an endgame weapon, then it will be insane. This could be a bug, but I personally confirmed yesterday that it was happening when I found an axe with both a Tasadi physical mod and a normal increased physical damage mod. We'll have to wait and see if any of these show up at endgame. The next item is just a little one that I thought was kind of cute. It drops from the cartography rooms when you get to endgame, and is a Val Modded Map. This is basically a mini corrupting tempest, which can drop all sorts of fun things, including the occasional 6-link body armors, worth keeping an eye out for. Now every league, the first question a lot of players ask is, how are we getting Headhunters this league? Well, Incursion seems to offer at least 2 ways of getting one. In fact, I know of at least 2 Headhunters that dropped on day 1 of the league, which is insane. The first method is pictured on screen and involves the unique sacrifice rooms. Tier 2 Hall of Offerings allows you to sacrifice a unique to get another random unique in return, including league restricted items like Headhunter. The Tier 3 Apex of Ascension is even better, as it allows you to sacrifice a unique belt for another guaranteed unique belt in return, which can narrow your chances of getting that Headhunter by a lot. The second Headhunter hunting method is the Storage Room, Warehouses, and Museum of Artifacts. These rooms seem to be wildcards that can drop almost anything. I've seen things like essences, quality gems, currency, uniques, and even league restricted uniques. Someone got a Headhunter from one of these rooms on day 1 in Act 2. I'm personally chucking these in every temple that I can. Now Headhunter is exciting, but in my mind, the big draw for this league long term is going to be the sweet double corrupting action. The Locus of Corruption from the Corruption Chamber line allows you to corrupt an item for 2 results at the same time. Alongside the newly revamped Val modifiers, you can get some truly insane items out of this. Already we're seeing insane tabula rasas with +4 gems, and how about this damage scaling reduced fire damage taken Calm's Heart? Quite thematic actually. Even this drill neck with 2 added elemental damage mods is awesome. Experimenting with different items and uniques to corrupt and the range of awesome corrupted implicit combinations available is going to be a lot of fun to chase after all league long. Let me know in the comments below if you've already found something awesome, or if you have a specific piece of loot you're going to be farming the temple for. Personally, I wouldn't mind a +4 gems 6-link Tinker skin for my trapper, but one of the outcomes of the double corrupting is that your item gets destroyed, and it seems like that would be more likely if I put a 6-link Tinker skin in there. I'd probably reroll a new build if that happened. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.